Let's talk about Kris Mitchell. Now, this graphic I have here has a mystery, but we know where he's going. He's at Notre Dame. He's going to Notre Dame, a team that needs receivers. We talk about, I mean, Great House was pretty good for them, but this is a need. And Kris Mitchell, I think, is really good. All-time single-season receiving yards leader in FIU history, surpassing guys like T.Y. Hilton. Just last year, Tyrese Chambers, Johnny Smith, some pretty good guys at that position. I think Kris Mitchell, I mean, he's not undersized, 6'1", about 180, give or take. I think he's a good, really good talent, and I think Notre Dame knew they wanted him early, and they got him. So good for Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think this is an awesome fit with Riley Leonard. To me, I think he's probably going to be an outside receiver, pretty good deep ball route runner. He's still kind of working on his, full route tree, which I think would have helped going to Notre Dame, getting maybe a little bit better coaching, and being able to pair with a guy like Riley Leonard, I think is probably super enticing for him. And also, like you mentioned, that wide receiver room for Notre Dame completely revamped, right? You had a bunch of freshmen and true freshmen playing. You had Chris Tyree, some other players, some good tight ends, all gone. So there's a lot of catches to be had and touches in this offense. And I think that's partially what drew Kris Mitchell to Notre Dame. Highly coveted guy, right? He balled out in his best four games probably this year was Arkansas, Liberty, Jack State, New Mexico State. And those are probably the four best teams he played. And even though his team wasn't really competing great in those games, he was still, giving his best and competing at a pretty high level against good players. Um, very, very exciting guy with the ball in his hands. I know Notre Dame staff and fan base was really excited to get a guy like him early in the cycle to pair with Riley Leonard, I mentioned earlier, is big time. It's really, really big time for them. I like to see what they can continue to do in the transfer portal or in the transfer portal with their pass catchers and whatnot. But this is a big win for them and that staff. And I think Mitchell will reap the benefits of it, and we'll see hear his name called in the NFL draft.
Yeah, absolutely. So good pickup for Notre Dame. Do you think they go after some more receivers in the portal as well?
For sure. I mean, I know they're not done. I think they had three guys transfer out, three to four guys transfer out, including the tight end stays. Holden stays, by the way, he didn't stay. Holden stays his last name. So they're definitely gonna need some guys in there. And it's also like I don't know how many years of eligibility Kris Mitchell has. I think he might have two. Yeah, he technically has
He's
no, yeah.
he's got 2 years left, right?
Yeah, maybe 2 years to play one, regardless. But so not only do you have Riley Leonard, right? You could eventually they got a big time quarterback commit coming in as well this year that you can play with him the year after.
CJ
So
Carr,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So Mitchell, I think this is a really good move for him, and I'm sure he would love some competition on the outside for him as well, but also like just so he's not the focal point of all the other defenses and to be able to have some other options there to throw the ball to if you're Notre Dame and Kris Mitchell. Would you look for other people for sure?
Yeah, I'll look for other people for sure. I think they got some decent guys at the. I mean, they got some young talent on that team. I just think more the merrier. I mean, you see, there's so many receivers in the portal, so many gems. Like, just get someone, to get someone young, right? Bring in some guys that you think you can develop. What are your
We
thoughts?
just we just missed it. Bo Collins, right? Just as we were recording, he just
Oh, do you
transferred
really?
from Clemson to Notre Dame. Yeah.
Oh well, what do you know? Hey, just exactly what we said, right? Although Bo Collins, he might only have like 1 year of eligibility left, maybe two, from Clemson. But he's a good player. He's got the physical traits. Might not be a number one guy, but hey, there you go, Notre
I,
Dame. Stay active in
I
the transfer portal.
he's actually a really nice pairing to Mitchell. Mitchell, maybe you're more run after catch type guy, get the ball in space, but Bo Collins a little bit more physical. You got to go win some one-on-one balls. That's a really nice pairing for both those guys. Couple, on the coast, like they're doing the work. Florida International, Duke, Notre Dame. I'm sorry,
Clemson.
Clemson. Now, I don't think Riley Leonard's official to Notre Dame. I say that like he is. Um, but it's pretty well
I think
known that
I
he's going
think
to end
he
up there.
this video is gonna be posted Monday, December, what is that, 11th? Monday, December 11th. the rumor is that he will commit by Monday. So by the time you're watching this video, he might have already committed to Notre Dame. So we'll see about that. Yeah, Mike McIntyre over at FIU. You're losing a heck of a player, and that's just the reality when you're FIU. That's just reality. I mean, a team that's been to like what 5 bowl games in its entire existence.
The portal giveth and the portal taketh. The thing
Yeah,
is like
it taketh a lot from a program like FIU. It took Tyrese Chambers last year. It took Kris Mitchell this year.
but
So
also
I mean,
if you're Florida International, which is in Miami, which is a recruiting hotbed for a ton of talent, right? You're not going to get those 5 stars, 4 stars out of high school. But if you're a guy that wasn't happy where they were beforehand and they want to come home and play at a school where their parents can watch them, FIU is a perfect spot for you. And schools in Florida, schools in Alabama, Georgia, Texas, like that's also a way to look at the portal. Like, hey, we can get some guys that we would not have a chance to get out of high school, and we can steal them for a year or two.
yeah.
Hey guys, MD here. Just here to invite you to the Redshirt Sophomore College Football Bowl pool. The link to join will be in the description down below. The winner, what do they get? A chance to be a guest on the Redshirt Sophomore podcast, of course. But to qualify for that, you got to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. So make sure you click that subscribe button down below. When you sign up, all you got to do is just pick a team, right? See here at Miami, Ohio versus App State. This example selected Miami, and they have 12 confidence points on it. You're going to rate these games 1 to 43, and it's going to be a blast. I can't wait to have you guys on. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Thank you.